Hallo zusammen! Sometimes words can be very obvious elements in a language. You read or hear them, and you instantly know what they refer to and express. But other times, sometimes, words are a bit more inscrutable and mysterious. They don't reveal their meaning right away. So let's talk about one of these interesting terms today, das Bäuerchen. The meaning. The term das Bäuerchen is a neuter noun. Even though there's also a plural form, Germans usually just use the singular term. Das Bäuerchen, singular, die Bäuerchen, plural. Now, if you're a more advanced learner of the German language, you might have noticed something. The term Bäuerchen contains a recurring ending which can be found in many other words as well, chen. Linguistically, this is a so-called suffix. The suffix chen is used for minimizing a term. An example could be der Baum, the tree. This is the standard German noun meaning tree. If you want to refer to a particularly young or little tree, you might want to say das Bäumchen, the little tree. As you can see, the vowel a in Baum has changed to the umlaut ä in this context. When we drop the suffix in Bäuerchen, all that's left is Bäuer, which itself doesn't exist as a separate term and can't be used on its own. But when we also change the umlaut ä to a, and we basically rewind our example, we get the term Bauer. That one is a common and ordinary German noun. Der Bauer, singular, die Bauern, plural, the farmer. So combining all this information, Bäuerchen seems to mean something like the little farmer. Now that we have a certain idea of what this term could mean, we still don't really know what it is about and why anyone should use it. I mean, why would Germans want to refer to little farmers specifically? It doesn't make too much sense, I don't think. The answer is, well, we don't. Because das Bäuerchen means the burp or the belch. It's rather indeed a colloquial term. The standard German equivalent to the burp would be der Rülpser, singular, die Rülpser, plural. So we seem to deal with a little burp of sorts, and for some reason it seems to be connected to farmers still, because, you know, Bäuer, Bauer, eh? All that leads us to the etymology, meaning the word's origin. While the exact origin of this term is unknown, it's probable that loud burping was considered rather rude and impolite, especially among farmers back in the day. Something impolite would also be described as bäuerisch, farmer-like, back then. Nowadays, though, this formally broad context is a rather specific one, because when Germans use the term Bäuerchen nowadays, they almost exclusively refer to a baby that's burping or supposed to burp after having eaten or having been fed. So you'd hear people say something along the lines of So, und jetzt fehlt noch das Bäuerchen.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0!
Feines Bäuerchen.
Interestingly enough, you'd say to burp a baby in English instead of letting a baby burp, which would sound more intuitive to me. But hey, who am I to know about burping babies? I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a like and tell me in the comments, is there a similar expression in your language as well? I'd like to know. Also make sure to check out my social media and support links in the video description down below, including my Patreon page. Thanks for doing that and thanks for watching. I'm your Vlog Dave, tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal.